also Odo in Star Trek Deep Space Nine, the changeling ending. Now, we're going to have more questions, but I've just been reminded that I forgot to ask if there was anyone who didn't get a lottery ticket, a raffle ticket. Lottery ticket. You did not get a raffle. Who doesn't have a raffle ticket? Hands in the air. Okay, raffle goddesses, please get these two people. Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. Yes. There's this person and this person. That's amazing, by the way. It's one of the best scores ever for not letting anybody by.
Didn't miss anybody, but you missed the second.
Well, you know, sometimes they turn invisible. So you, little girl, you have a question too. So what's your question? Like, keep your hand up here too. What's your question for you?
How did you guys make these?
Peter, how did you make those unicorn lines?
Fortunately, I wasn't the one who made them. That's why they're so pretty. Because when it comes to making things, like I have dysfunction down. I'm delighted with them, but believe me, I didn't even see them as they were being made. I'm just thrilled that they exist.
So who has another question? All right, you, and then you, and then you.
I have a statement. Your movie touched me as a little girl so much that I made my daughter watch it. My sister and I have driven 3 hours to come and watch this today.
Wow.
Yeah. That's how much we love this movie growing up with it. Just wanted to let you know. Oh yes, I definitely will.
Okay. So now you brought up something. You kind of have an unofficial prize for who came the greatest distance to any screening, and that's pretty good. So if there's anybody who can beat that, let me know at the table and you'll get the prize. If not, come and remind me after the movie. And you came from further?
Suncourt.
Where's that?
Counts. Fort Mac.
Fort McMurray. Wow.
For this movie? And nothing else?
We couldn't, I couldn't make Wednesday, so we booked it just so I could get this off.
All right, we'll tell you what, you'll both get prizes. Come to the table after, we'll give you prizes. Right, we actually had one person actually fly from Boston to Seattle to see it.
Nice.
It was intense. And they actually lived in Alabama. They couldn't wait for the tour to Alabama. So who's got another question? Right there. Then you.
I'm also an author, and I wanted to let you know that your work inspired me as a writer. I'm so excited. And I just wanted to know.
Come around and talk to me afterwards. We'll talk about this.
I would love to.
I was influenced by a lot of people, even always, from the beginning, there was always somebody. I usually fell in love with a different writer every week when I was a kid. And The Last Unicorn, I know I was very consciously imitating Robert Nathan, the guy the book's dedicated to, two Irish writers, Laura Dunsany and James Stephens, the great English writer T.H. White, who's known here for The Once and Future King, and two books by James Thurber, one called The 13 Monks, and the other, written in 1945, called The White Deer. And only one other person, the composer who wrote the music and songs for the musical Wicked, Stephen Schwartz, only Stephen Schwartz has ever noticed that the relationship between the White Deer and the Last Unicorn, and there is one.
Yep, definitely. Take him up on that offer afterwards. It would be great. And now you.
A little more silly.
Yeah.
Is the line really have a taco? And like, if it is, why is it?
That is the line, and it's in the book, and I think of it as one of my 5:30 p.m. lines.
Okay.
Because I lived in the country, my cat would come and get me around 9:30 every morning and lead me down to the barn. I was part of his routine. I was supposed to be there working. He
Right.
would come and go. But I usually worked all day. We were close to it, unless there were things to do. I've got 3 children. And around 5:30, it started to get ready to go up to the house and help with dinner. And odd lines would come in out of nowhere that would crack me up. And I'd decide if it's still funny tomorrow, I'll leave it in.
Well, it is.
Have a taco was one of the few lines that was still funny the next day.
Good.
Now, there's a little more about that. I don't know, who here knows what an anagram is? Where you rearrange the letters and things to create a phrase. It turns out there's an amazing number of anagrams hidden in the title, The Last Unicorn. Now, there's things like ultrasonic then, and stealth unicorn, and our enchant list, or our truncheon list. But one of my favorites is nacho turnstile. And I just thought it was funny, but we have a cartoonist buddy in the Bay Area, and he was cartooning cartoons to all these different anagrams, and I thought he'd never be able to come up with anything for Nacho Turnstile, and then he blew me away. He drew a fast food Mexican restaurant called Nacho Turnstile. And there's a unicorn in front of it looking at a sign on the front door, and the sign says, "Have a taco." It's perfect. Another question? All right, how about you, and then all the way up to you.
All
You
right.
first.
Well, I have two questions. First, when is your next book coming out? Because I've heard like 3 different dates, and yeah.
Which book is it you've heard about?
It's The First Last Unicorn and Other Beginnings.
Right, there's been a complete screw-up about that in terms of the announcements of when it was going to be released.
Because it was
and
supposed to be released in February, and I got so excited, man.
It's not even being published by that publisher anymore. It's a whole different thing. Get signed up on tour, you'll find out about it as soon as we announce it. Right now, it's not officially scheduled. He's still making selections for the collection.
Okay.
And your second question?
My second question is, what advice can you give anyone who wants to become an author like yourself?
I usually tell people, quite often the only useful piece of advice I've got is to show up for work. Because I know people, and have known people all my life who had at least as much talent as I, not much more. But they couldn't do the part about sitting still. Sometimes it's easy enough to sit still when the story's just flowing. You can't wait to get on to the next part. But sometimes you have to sit there when nothing's happening. And because it's part of your schedule, because it's part of your discipline, because it's like going to the gym, you still have to sit there, make something up. Not that story that's driving you nuts. Write a letter, write a limerick, but write something. And so try it. Sometimes it helps to be working on a couple of things at once, switching your head back and forth between, say, a story and a poem. But I often quote a great sports writer named Red Smith, who worked for the New York Herald Tribune. And Smith said, writing's easy. You roll a sheet of paper into the typewriter. That's how long ago it was. You roll a sheet of paper into the typewriter, and you sit there and look at it until little drops of blood start to appear on your forehead. Then you write. Mostly, I never use the word inspiration. I rarely use the word artist. Because I grew up around artists who got up and went to work like everybody else. And sometimes you get a break, and the universe tells you a story. Sometimes I've had somebody slam into my head, usually a woman or a little girl, and insist on telling me a story, which all I have to do is take down. And it's like following a radar beam. If I get off it, I usually know right away. But then that's a break. Most of the time, it's just, no, that's not going to work. Or I messed up somewhere back there. It's just trying and failing and getting it wrong and doing it over. Basically what I do.
All right, thank you.
So we've leapt up to the person right there.